There are 3 pits at the site of the terracotta warriors in Xiyang village, 15 kilometers east of the mausoleum of Emperor Qin Shi Huang. Number 1 pit contains 6,000 terracotta warriors. Number 2 pit has the best preserved warriors. And number 3 pit is the military headquarters. With their vivid and individual expressions, the terracotta warriors have conquered the world. Now United Nations World Cultural Heritage Site, the site where they are buried is known as the 8th wonder of the world. For 25 years after the terracotta warriors were discovered, archaeologists were troubled by a question. Since the mausoleum was laid out like the Qing capital at Xianyang, how was it that there was only a military force and none of the civil officials who played such an essential role at the imperial court? They speculated that somewhere there must be the site of the imperial court, complete with civil officials. At the second National Treasure Exhibition held in Beijing recently, the face of a Qing Dynasty civil official was finally revealed to the public. The pottery figurine is life-sized, exquisitely made, and well-preserved. The figurine's posture is humble and obedient. He's carrying a knife which he would have used to engrave characters on bamboo slips, and a grindstone to sharpen it. How was this rare figurine discovered? In the winter of 2000, archaeologists found another pit filled with burial objects, 20 meters to the south of Emperor Qin Shi Huang's mausoleum. They called it Pit Number 6. From it, archaeologists unearthed 4 bronze axes, symbols of the supreme power of the emperor. They indicated that the pit was closely associated with the emperor. Since the pit was so close to the mausoleum, the archaeologists speculated that it might be the Central Bureau of Civil Officials. In July 2001, Xi'an experienced a rare hot summer. Archaeologists, by now covered in dirt and sweat, cleared away the layer of wood on the floor of the pit. They wondered what purpose the tomb's builders 2,000 years ago might have had for making so many layers of rammed earth. In late autumn, the first pottery figurine was unearthed. It was a civil official, the first found at the mausoleum. In total, 12 large figurines were unearthed from pit number 6. 8 of them were markedly different from the terracotta warriors. Each wore a tall headdress tied at the chin, a long robe bound with a leather belt, and long trousers with square-toed shoes. To the archaeologists, this proved that this was indeed the Central Bureau of Civil Servants, located near the terracotta warriors' pits. The 8 figurines were the civil officials for whom archaeologists had been searching for 2 decades. The officials are smiling, but they all look respectful and cautious, with their eyes turned deferentially to the ground. Hanging from their belts on the right side is a small knife, while the grindstone for sharpening is on its back. Under their left arm, they carry a scroll of bamboo slips. The reason why civil officials carried a knife and heavy grindstone is related to the founding of the Qing dynasty. At 221 BC, Yin Zheng, Duke of Qin, united the 6 warring dukedoms and founded the Qin dynasty, the first centralized feudal empire in Chinese history. Supreme power was assumed by the first emperor, who ordered the unification of all laws, measurements, and currencies. However, in writing down documents, many officials found it awkward to use the various characters from the 6 former dukedoms. The emperor issued an edict requiring all written documents to adopt the Xiaozhuan style of writing used in Qin. It was exhausting work to inscribe the bamboo slips and to remove any characters not written in the standard style. The officials would use a knife. They use the knife so often, in fact, that they have to sharpen them from time to time. So many civil servants got into the habit of carrying a grindstone with them. The archaeologists have thus demonstrated that the figurines unearthed in pit number 6 belong to the Central Bureau of Civil Officials, and they rank above the 8th level of civil official. It seems likely that these were the officials who scratched off the incorrect characters on the bamboo slips to ensure that the standard form of writing could spread throughout the empire. By the time of the Han and Wei dynasties several centuries later, the written characters had developed from Xiaozhuan to Kaiti, which would be the basis of written Chinese character for many centuries to come.